Hello there everyone. In this video I'll be showing you the interiors of every single truck in the core game of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Along with that, I'll show you some of the key features that I found very important when I chose my truck, which is the one you're looking at right now. These important features were to me whether or not you could see tach lift indicator on the truck, because I like to drive with the tach lift or mid lift. Also, whether or not you could see the trailer lift indicator lights, which you can see right now on the truck, are both up. Then you have the differential lock indicator, which I also found important, the hazard lights indicator and Highbeam Indicator, and last but not least, very important, where is the cruise control actually located? Can you see it when you drive? Do you need to shuffle menus? And so on. So, with all that said, I hope that this video will be able to help you decide on your next truck. But I would always recommend you though that you do a quick job with the truck when you think you have one that you want to buy, if the money is tight, right? Do that quick job, see if it actually is what you think it is, and then go for the purchase. Let's get to it. First up we have the DAF XF105. This one comes in Space, Space Cab Plus, and Super Space editions, and this one is the Super Space edition. So let's have a look inside. This is how it looks. Nice little bed there. Closed sunroof. Let's turn it on and have a look. As for the displays here, fuel usage, your current and your average, fuel info, distance, how many kilometers left, how many liters, turbo pressure, yeah, that works. Speed info, current, 0, true. Temperature, water and oil. Alright. Good. Let's leave it at this. We have AdBlue, we have the air pressure, fuel, some temperature gauges, we got speedometer, RPM meter. Flick on the lights over there. The switch does change. Let's see, when we turn this, we do get indicators there as well. That's good. Let's see if we change gear. Does that? Yes, sir. That does change. Let's just put in drive. And let's see what we get here. Yes. Parking brake here. Parking brake indicator over there. Differential lock. Do we have some of that? We do. Do we have a button as well? We do. We have a button that is being pressed here. We have a button that, or an indicator, sorry, that is being indicated to us over here. Highbeam, got that as well. Very nice. Now hazard lights. Yeah, okay, so that is also being pressed down over here. Very nice. But do we have tach lift? Yes. We do actually have both a button here, and we do also have an icon in here. Neat. Now this particular truck doesn't have beacon light, but it might be that that one would have been beacon light, the last button over here. But I'm not entirely sure. Might also actually be lights in here. Let's not worry too much about that since it's not installed. Trailer, wheel lift. We're not getting any indicators, we're not getting any buttons on that, so we won't know unless we, well, keep track of where we left it and go outside and have a look. So let's lift up the wheel here, both wheels, and take it for a spin around the corner. Very quick spin. Disable that high beam. See if we can get some cruise control enabled. About 30 kilometers. There we go. Okay. And that is then shown in a position where we can easily switch between all the different screens without having to not see it. It's great. Next up in the DAF family, we have the DAF XF Euro 6. This one came out a couple of years later than the game released. This one is arguably a little bit more customized. So let's have a look inside. We have the XF floor mats. Seats as well. With XF in it. Yes, we do have seats. It's very, very, very nice. Quite luxurious. Sunroof. Right, let's flick it on. Oh. Turn on the lights here. See, we do have the light indicator right here in the front. I mean, the button behind here is also actually changing when I flick the switch. So that's nice. You get a little indication there. Get indicators here. The windscreen wipers, that's the automatic one. Then we have the gear shifter down here. It's also working just as its predecessor. There we go. The indicator or the the hazard lights, they do not flick the button, but it does work up here. That's fine. We have high beam light, shows there in the front. Let's try tag lift on the truck. The tag lift on the truck does show here in the dash. No buttons being pressed, and then on the trailer, no indicators anywhere. Guess that's the predecessor. No indicators in that. Then we have the differential lock here, which both show us on a button and in the dash. Very nice. Let's see what we have in the menus here. So we have the fuel, current average and distance for the remaining. We have water and oil temperatures. You have your air pressure. Not press it anymore, it's gonna stop beeping at us. And those are the three we have. Alright, yeah, cool. I'm guessing that one is the cruise control, and we have the gear right over here, the digital one at least, because we also have the we have the shifter down here. So yeah, let's see if we can get this one up to 30. Go around the corner here. That's the retarder kicking in. You see the icon of that popping up. Well, very nice. The last one in the DAF family here is the XG Plus that I'm going to be showing. It also comes in an XF and an XG version. So as I said, this one is the Plus version though. And it's one of them trucks that I just had to make a skin for as well. It is a quite neat truck, and it's very very new, 2021. Let's have a look inside. Quite fancy looking. Sunroof. Home cinema. Right. Turn the bugger on. So you got the very nice mirrors here instead of outside. I mean, you can also choose it to have it outside, by the way. Just this is just the new and fancy, improved, and all that. Now, turning this one around, you will see So the windscreen wipers, they're starting to turn there, but it doesn't really have an indicator on what setting it's on. So that there's that bit, but I mean it turns. It does things, right? Let's turn on the lights. We get the first position light indicator there. There we go. Hazard lights. That one works, definitely. We can see it all from all the way over here, Rudolph. Nice one. Turn the back off. Tach lift. Nope, no indicator. On the trailer neither, I suppose. None whatsoever. Differential lock. We have an indicator here. Sunscreen. And we have one over here. In the dash. Now for the menus in the dash, we have fuel consumptions. We have some cruise control settings, and we have some time estimations. And I believe these time estimations actually are depending on when you have to sleep or when your job is done, like how far you are till your job being done. Coolant temperatures, and your distance, and trip 1 time, total fuel spent, average fuel consumption. The soot filter, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we have any need for this at the moment, but still neat little thing to have there. At least, if for nothing else, then for awareness, right? High beam indicator over there. Great. So this one functions in a little bit of a different way, right? RPM there on the right, and your digital display, and then the kilometer per hour on the left side. Now, when I start driving, we're gonna actually turn on the cruise control, and we'll see that there is a green dash. It might be a little bit hard to spot it in the beginning, but there's a green dash coming where we put the cruise control. Right? Parking brake. Right hand side icon. There we go. Hit it, Scotty. There we go. Little green line there. Now, there is some little interesting thing about this truck though, that we'll just jump outside to spot. And now that is, let's just pull this one forward a little bit. There we go. Now, if I'm gonna raise the tag wheel here, or do the tag lift. There, now it didn't lift so much because I actually have the suspension lowered, but as you can see, it's kind of sticking through the plastic there, isn't it? And I think this is really bad for the wear and tear of the wheel. If we lift up the entire truck, sure, it helps on those wheels, but the rear wheels are already, you know, lifted, and well, this is how it looks. Can you live with it? I don't know. Next up we have IVECO Stralis, this one. Active Space Super, a very short name. IVECO Stralis Active Space Super. It would not require 2 pages when you sign the agreement. Or maybe it will. Let's have a look inside. So it comes as a combination, this particular one. So basically it comes in 3 different versions. The first one being Active Space, next one Active Super, and this one is Active Space Super. So we're mixing it up right now. And as you can see, this is an older model. Thereby not said it can't be good. Let's have a look. Turn it on here. No light in that button. Turn on the lights. Dashboard lights. Highbeam. Okay, we got stuff going here. There's definitely something moving down there. Yeah, there we go. And this one is also turning around. Yes, sir. See differential lock. Oh, both the button over here and the indicator light in here. Very nice. We have tag lift. No tag lift indicator. And on the trailer, neither. Okay. Just leave those up. As for the dash in here, we have the distance, cruise control, speed, fuel info, how many liters, kilometers to 0, fuel info, current, water and oil temperatures. So let's leave it on this one, because I believe when we do test the cruise control, we will only be able to see it in that dash. So if you switch to any of the others, if you want to see how fast you're driving, you have to switch back to this one. Parking brake. There's a lever moving over there, and you have the indicator there. Alright. Take it for a quick spin. There we go. Cruise control engaged at 32 kilometers per hour. There we go. Last truck of the IVECO family is the Stralis Highway. And this is not a sun visor that I made Truck of the Year 2013. No, it did actually win the International Truck of the Year award in 2013. But it is also a good looking truck. Let's have a look inside. Stralis and a sun visor. Stralis and a sunroof. Alright, let's turn it on. Looks like a very nice display, honestly. Let's have the lights turned on. There we go. Couple things there. Hazard lights. Turning on there, nothing over here. Oh, alright. Try tag lift. On the truck, yeah, we do have the indicator in here. Left side there, nothing over here. Nope. Alright, let's lift it back up. The trailer itself. Nothing. There's a parking brake. And parking brake here. That one works. What else do we have? We have the high beam. Got high beam here. It definitely works there as well. The windscreen wipers work as well. As for the menu here, we got AdBlue here. We got air pressure. We got the fuel consumption, water and oil temperatures, and that's what we got. Now the cruise control will be up there at the top left corner, which is not being changed, which is actually quite neat. That is something that I value a lot, that I can always see how fast I'm going with the cruise control enabled. Take it for a quick spin around the corner. There, 33. We got the retarder chucking on there. There in the top right corner. Let's go Or down speed, park it here, and then let's see differential lock. Do we have anything on that as well? Any buttons? Nope. Oh, we do have an indicator lamp, so that's perfect. Next, family of trucks. MAN TGX comes in an XL, XLX, and XXL. This one is the XXL. It was also released with the game. Have a look inside. See if we can shelter ourselves from the noise of the train. Good selection of buttons there. Did they do something? There's space for both you and your roommate. Sweet. One of the things that is probably quite unique actually to the MAN here is the massive windscreen, the size of Manhattan. It's not like the DAF 105 where you can hardly see out. Like this one, you'll see everything. You'll even catch a plane. Very nice. Let's turn it on. Good sound as well, I might add. Night indicator. Let's see high beam right away. Yeah, so we got that twice actually, because apparently, you know, people blind, or I don't know. Tag lift indicator. None. Nope, not even one of the buttons. Nope. Trailer. Nothing. Differential lock. Oh, that one did something over here. Yes, sir. Sure did. Differential lock is both in the display and on the button. Let's see if we can do hazard lights. So they work here. No indicator in there. And I believe that one does nothing either. It might be turning red. I'm actually not sure, but I don't think. Doesn't look like it. We have the cruise control at the top right corner of this display in here. We got the gears on the left side, distance and speed in digital. Right, distance, fuel consumption, water and oil temperatures. Alright, nice. So again, I believe you have to be on this one to be able to see how fast you're actually going when using cruise control. One thing to note on this one is that the RPM gauge is actually on the left hand side instead of the right hand side, which might be something you would, you know, some people might have trouble with that. I am not saying I am some people. Alright. Take it for a quick spin around the corner. So 30 and 50 kilometers per hour are actually highlighted in red as well. So it'll be quite easy to find. But then again, text is very readable these days after they did the update recently that enhanced text, so it shouldn't really be a problem anymore. Yep. And now, the brand new MAN TGX Euro 6. I know what you're thinking.
Caliman, this is the same truck as before, no?
No, actually, it's not. It's a new one. It is a new one. This one is from 2019, or at least introduced in the game in 2019. Also comes in an XL edition, XLX edition, and XXL edition. Also has the windscreen the size of, or a little bit more than Manhattan this time. Massive. How about inside? Now look at that. We'll even catch the moon this time. Have a quick look though. And again, the very nice big display in the middle there where you can have all your indicator lights that may or may not show things. Let's have a look. Turned on. Certainly potential. Alright. First things first. Oof. Alright, so the windscreen wipers, if we have a teeny tiny look at that, if that's anything you care about normally, let's just see. So the actual knob doesn't turn. Like the top part does. As you can see, the part all the way to the left does actually turn, but the middle one doesn't, the one closest to the steering wheel. However, the icons do actually move, but they move and have like a teeny tiny bit of space in between. They have some air gap there. So that looks a bit funny. I think actually, but just me knowing that now, I would be looking at that every time I drive and probably crash every 3 seconds. Because I'm that type of guy. Alrighty. Tag lift. Let's have a look. Do we have any buttons doing anything? Yes, sir. We have that one right there. The button's doing... That button is doing stuff. Nothing being shown. And we got the trailer as well. Eureka, sir. Now, the problem with that is, though, if you drive... Hold up. We have an indicator light. That's for the trailer, though. But not the truck. That's interesting. Okay. But see, the problem with this is, when you're driving and you have your camera angle somewhere like this, and you can't really see that down there. So you have to constantly, we have to be like looking down there. And it's kind of hard to see as well, you know. Hello, is it? You know? That would have been nice to have up here. Oh man. Get it. Moving on. Differential lock. That is both a button down here and it's an indicator light up here. Neat. Now, high beam? Did I forget to turn on the lights? Yes, I did. Thank people for that. There we go. High beam. And we have hazard lights there. And it is turning on there as well with everything going. Nice. Click that back off. It's a lot of noise. As for the screens here, we have different temperatures, digital, battery voltage, reservoir tank, reservoir pressure, whatever that is. We have the operating data, how many hours it's been on, I suppose, turbo pressure. Yep, works. And a logo for a fanboy. Now at the top right corner you will have the cruise control in that little display, which is really neat that it's showing on most of the screens, but as I turn into this one, and this one, it disappears. But it's probably alright. You might not use those that much. Let's see, flag it into gear. D, there we go. Have a quick round on the corner here. 32 kilometers per hour. Oh, and we have the. Is that the engine brake that just turned on there in the middle? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Retarder. There we go. Cool. But a very neat truck as well. And you won't really notice that you're sitting in a truck because it's like sitting in a park. There's no truck here. Very nice. Next up we have the Mercedes-Benz Actros. This one comes in low roof sleeper edition, high roof sleeper, and mega space. This one is the mega space edition. And this particular truck was also in the game when it initially released in 2012. Let's have a quick look inside. Got the sunroof there. Very nice. Turn on. Nice big display in the middle. Turn on the lights. Do we have an indicator over here? We do. Okay. Functioning indicator. That's good. Cool. That one as well. Very nice. Differential lock. So that is both here and here. We have the tag lift. We do not have the tag lift indicator. And neither on the trailer. Oh, no indicator for that either. Parking brake. Is there? Highbeam indicator. Now that one is a funny one. See, the tiny little square right there becomes like twice the size when you turn it on. How is that? How did that? How is that? How did? It's okay. Sure. Let's leave it at that. Hazard de light. Well, it's definitely blinking. That's something. The tempomat. It looks like adaptive cruise control. That one actually. Hey, can we have it? Okay. Next up, fuel level. Control info number 2. Consumption. Control info number 3. Oil level. Okay. That's about it. So I will assume that this is my cruise control screen, if you will. That's gonna be where I need to be if I want to see that. Which pretty much I do all the time. Go 31 kilometers per hour. There we go. Y entonces por aquí tenemos una... Sorry, wrong audio track. Hold up. So, the Mercedes-Benz New Actros Stream Space, Big Space, and Giga Space is what this one comes in. Now I chose Giga Space because that's the easiest to pronounce. Stream Space kind of hurts my brain a little bit. Very nice truck. Couldn't really help myself, but had to make the skin for this one. Just added in the game in 2015. Let's hop on in. Now there's the corner bear. The sunroof. Katniss. You would think that this is my personal truck, but in reality, I actually just made it. I just couldn't stop myself. So there's that. Let's turn it on. Indicator there. See high beam. Beam indicator there as well. Now, but this one actually has a little bit of a funny... So the arrow there kind of like disappears down there at the bottom, and then kind of just jumps up as well. It makes a weird little animation or something, or maybe it just looked like an animation. Yeah, I guess it just looked like an animation, not an actual animation. But when it goes all the way down, like it cuts off half the arrow, and it kind of looks like one, but it's not. All right. See. Parking brake there. Tag lift indicator. We got a tag lift indicator over here. Anything on buttons? Nope. Okay. Trailer. No indicator on that either. Differential lock though. Yes sir, we do have it here. Again, a little yellow lamp that you gotta, you know, kind of pay attention to. And that's the thing about that one. You usually know when you turn it on because you have to be driving really slow, but if you're like me that sometimes turn it on when you're driving just about, you know, 5 kilometers per hour minus, which is what you got to do to turn it on, then, you know, either you get the warning that, hey, you're not driving slow enough, and then you press it one more time because you're like, yeah, but now I might. And then it's hard to keep track of when it's really on or not. And this might not be your actual camera setting. Maybe you prefer sitting like this when you drive. So you might actually not see that one. It would be nice to have it here in the display. Yes, I agree. Hazard lights. Turn on there. Definitely blinking down there as well. Flicking through the menus. See, we have 6 menus up top, but I believe only 5 of them are active. So here we have the kilometers 0, how many liters we have left in the fuel tank. Also AdBlue as well. Fuel consumption, oil and water. Temperatures, air pressure goes down when I press the brake several times repeatedly. And our speed. And then it goes back to 1. Leaves out number 6. I don't know what's on number 6 in real life. Anyone? Oi. Now, cruise control, if I remember correctly, is on the left-hand side on the on this little panel, the dash in the middle. So we should be able to see it on the screen, no matter which screen we're on. Let's have a little look at that. See if we can get this one up to 30 real quick. There we go. So it's situated right there. It's a very good location as well, because you should be able to see it no matter which one you're on. See? Beautiful. Sweet truck. Next up we have the Renault family. This one is the Renault Magnum. We also have a Renault Premium and a Renault T. So we've got 3 different trucks in the game. This one was included during the launch, and this one is the Excellence. So, Renault Magnum Excellence. Also a very big windscreen here. Not very dark actually, you can see the driver inside. Let's hop on inside and have a look. So you can definitely tell that the interior, or at least the buttons and everything, the resolution on those are not that great. Which definitely shows. You can bring your entire family on this one. They may have had a plane in mind when they made this. A view, the co-pilot and the technical dude sitting behind. I'm not entirely sure. That mirror right there is really nice. It's just right there in the middle. You'll be able to see it when you have your default camera here. And you'll be able to easily see, like, just straight down in front of you. Let's turn it on. Turn on the lights. Turn on the windscreen wipers. Is up there at the it's over here, which we can definitely tell. It looks like the icon here was drawn in paint, probably in 2012. Sorry guys. Highbeam. There we go. The tag lift. No buttons, no nothing. On the trailer, nope, neither. Differential lock though, we do have the indicator over here and it does work. Go into the hazard lights. The button doesn't work, however it does show over here in 2 places. Should be alright, yeah. Handbrake. Also showing. What you could probably appreciate, probably everyone, is that you have the analog gauges here on the left hand side, and then you have the RPM here in the center, and then a digital speedometer, and then all your info stuff on the right hand side, with cruise control always showing no matter how much you press through these, and your gears are showing as well, along with your kilometers driven. That is very nice. You're able to see a lot in like a very, very small space. You got your, well, all your regular settings right here. Let's stick with this one, and let's see if we can fire this one up to 30 and engage the cruise control. There, 33. And it shows down there in the display on the right hand side. Next up is the Renault Premium. This one comes in normal roof and high roof. This one is the high roof. Windscreen is a little bit smaller than the previous one. This one was also introduced with the game in 2012. Let's have a quick look at that. We got the same situation going on with the buttons. Privilege. We're probably done with a little bit more, a little bit higher resolution of that. No extra drivers in this one, just your co-driver. And a nice bed. Other than that, in many ways it looks the same. Some of the buttons over here has been moved from the left hand side to the right hand side. Just turn it on. Everything else pretty much the same. Turn on the lights, high beam, got everything situated in the same spot. We got this one located over here as well. Just turn that on. You can see some stuff outside the window. If we have differential lock, yes sir. It's right there. We need hazard lights. No buttons turning on, but it is turning on over here. It's good. So the let's turn that off again. Now the tag lift does not show anywhere, and neither does it for the trailer. As for the display, right here we have the same as in the previous truck. Let's leave it at the average fuel consumption here. And we have the cruise control in the same situation as previously. Let's see, let's get this up to 30. Engage cruise control. Oh, 32. Got the retarder kicking in there. And handbrake. Lastly, we have the Renault T. It comes in a sleeper and a high sleeper model. This is the high sleeper. Nice big windscreen as well. Now, if I don't sweet talk this truck, I know somebody who's gonna give a hell of a lot of trouble towards this guy. Not mentioning any names, but I'm... Serenity. Did I scare you? Very nice with the patterns and everything. Actually, I don't need somebody to tell me that this is a nice truck, because it is. It very much is. Just turn it on. Nice display in the middle there showing Renault trucks when you turn it on. As well. Turning on the lights, you got the knob over there moving as well. Let's see where we have the indicators. Here we go. Actually, I'm not entirely sure where these are located. It might be over here. Yeah, okay, so we just can't see them move. I'm sure that they are actually moving behind the scenes there. We just can't see it. So, the tag lift, very nice. That shows on the truck. Then on the trailer, it unfortunately does not. Okay, I thought it would. And the differential lock is a red button over here. Turning on and off. Alright. Highbeam. We got that indicator right here. And then we have the different menus, and it shows where you are, at which stage of these 6 menus you're at. You got the AdBlue and fuel, air pressure, and those. Oh wait, does that one just turn it off? Okay, so the last one is actually just turned off. And then one, average fuel consumption, liters and kilometers to 0, in back to square one. Now I'm not entirely sure where this one is actually going to show me my cruise control, so that one I'm quite excited about. As for the parking brake, you do see it here, and it is a little bit newer, fancier. Now I messed that one up, didn't I? I pressed that one too many times after doing the air pressure test. Don't do this at home, people. And we can still drive forward, we just can't brake, can we? Or can we? Let's have a look. Cruise. It'll show right there in the top left corner. Also a decent position for that. Very nice. There we go. All beeping the entire time. Very nice truck, this one. Here it is. One of the most, if not the most popular brand, at least, for trucks. The Scania. This one is the Scania R 2009. Comes in a normal, highline, and topline. This is topline. There's that one inside. Have a look. This one was part of the game when it released in 2012 as well. We had another release of Scania in 2013, and then 2 more in 2017. The 2017 ones was the updated version of this one, the Scania R and the Scania S. Turn it on and have a look. Got lights there. Let's see if we have hazard lights. We surely do have hazard lights, but it's not blinking down there. That's where that's located. Now, it wouldn't really matter that much, would it? Probably have it covered anyway. Tag lift on the truck. You have a button there and an indicator over there. It's very nice. Trailer. Nope. Nothing. Differential lock. It is indicated on both a button over here, but it's like a, it doesn't stay in that button, it's just a flick, quick flick button. And the indicator right there, got that one going for you as well. Highbeam, it's up there. Brake, right there. And then the display in the middle. Now this one also appears to be showing, this one is the cruise control. Now this is what I think is a little bit of a waste of space, is that I have to be on this one to see my current cruise control. My opinion. Let's do a quick spin around the block with this one. Also, something to note on this one, you have the RPM on the left hand side, The speedometer on the right hand side. And there we go. Right, so just to quickly cover it, this is the Scania Streamline. It would be very, 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 very equivalent to the Scania R 2009. It was a normal highline and topline, just like the other one. Having a quick look inside, you can see pretty much everything is exactly the same. There's not a lot to go on there. Got double mattress though, for extra comfort. Big sunroof. That's about it. Just have a quick look here. Parking brake there. Got the indicator. Got the lever. Tach lift indicator, same as before. No trailer indicator. Pull both of them up. As for the differential lock, same thing. Turn it back off again. Turning the lights on, high beam. You don't actually see the lights are on, like except for looking at the buttons or actually seeing that there's light on. But that's about it. And hazard lights not working down there. Same as the other truck. And you got this one moving down there. For good measure, let's go for a quick drive. Switch the dashboard over to cruise control. Have a look. Here, 35. It's a bit hard for me to see when I actually hit 30 because it's showing 20 and 40 and 60. So the interval of at an interval of 20, apparently that's difficult for me to hit 30. But that's that. Now thou shalt see a great difference, good sir. This Scania R model comes in normal roof and high roof editions. And this was the one that was added in 2017. Having a quick look inside, you see some of the things carried over from the old trucks, but definitely not everything. Especially double mattress. It's gone. We can't have it anymore. Now it's a thicker mattress, no memory foam. But now look at this spaceship, huh? Nice. Let's turn it on. Turn on the lights. You've got a knob there. Turn it all the way over. Beautiful. Indicator in there. Lever. Looking great. Tag lift on the truck. Tag lift on the trailer. Yes, sir. Check, check. Beautiful. Differential lock. So that will go here on the dash, and we can also see it down here. Let's turn that back off. Got your high beam over here. And it's not really a problem that you can't see any indicator lights that shows your lights outside, because you have everything right over here. Everything that you could possibly need is right over here by the side. Which is very, very neat. Trying to lower the truck. Just a tad. There we go. And shuffling through the menus here. You got air pressure here. Pumping the brakes, turn it down. Water and oil temperatures, your cruise control, which is a little bit annoying. It's still stuck in there in a menu. Fuel and distance, how much remaining, your consumption. But overall, it's a very nice dash as well. Now, we have kilometer per hour on the left hand side and RPM on the right hand side. Limited speed, 90 kilometers per hour, people. Remember that, alright? So let's not go through what the top speed is of this one. Go for a quick drive. See if we can go around the corner. Now I would expect us to be able to see some animation on the windscreen wipers as well. Let's try when we get over here on the other side. And let's see the hazard lights as well. See hazard lights. It's definitely something blinking in there behind. Beautiful. And then we have the windscreen wipers. It's definitely also a knob turning down there. Beautiful. So just for good measure, the last one here, we have the Scania S. Also comes with normal roof and high roof. And having a quick look in here, you can see that everything is pretty much the same as the Scania R. Not entirely the same. So the only thing I can really tell that is the difference between the Scania R and the Scania S is that the S has a higher cab for more space. And it has like a flat cabin floor, apparently is what I can find, and as you can see here, well, surely that's flat. So that would be like the differences. The Scania R has the normal cab setup with engine tunnel. That is what I can find on that. So doing just for good measure, running through this one real quick, as it will be in many ways the same, if not all ways the same. Clicking on the lights there, going high beam, it's in the middle. Switch over to cruise control because we know that one's there in the dash. We know we have the differential lock here and here. Tag lift for trailer and truck. Beautiful. So those all work. You can switch between these windscreen wiper settings. And let's go for a quick drive. Definitely a beautiful truck. The Volvo FH16 2009. This was also included in the game when the game launched. And this is a little bit tweaked by me previously, but let's not be fooled by that. The interior will be the same for you. Except for Katniss, the pillow, the Volvo sign, the blanket, the cool bag, the cup, and everything else in here. No sunroof. And this is the truck dreaming of his big brother. There we go. And let's have a look. Let's turn it on. Now. Got a parking brake, the lever there, and an icon in there. Does show up. Neat. RPM on the left hand side, kilometers on the right hand side. Speedometer, that is. Turbo, right there in a gauge. So that's nothing digital on that. We have the truck indicator right here. Or the tag lift on the truck, and as you can see, it's actually turning on a lamp over here as well, but it doesn't have an icon on it though. But that is what it is. Then we got on the trailer, which doesn't have an indicator either. I'm actually surprised of how many trucks in this game does not have an indicator on the trailer when you lift the wheel. I would have really liked that. Differential lock turns on over here, flicking on there, and here in the dash you have lights, flick, flick, high beam right there, and we have It's on the right hand side actually. There we go. I mean, we also do have the retarder levers here for engine brakes, but whether you use that or not, it's probably not something you're going to pay a lot of attention to anyway. Right, high beam off, differential lock off. Let's go through the menus. Now this menu is very simplified compared to the... I've only seen the boss version of this in real life. It does not exactly look like this, but I was able to actually troubleshoot it a little bit. To your fuel consumption, your degrees of all sorts. That was the outside, by the way, the other one. Your cruise control is hidden in here, which I'm not a huge fan of. So, right here is your cruise control. Hidden right there. With your water temperature. Let's try to flick that in gear. Before we do it, let's have a listen in on these very sharp noises that is the indicator lights. And the hazard button itself is hidden somewhere in the engine bay, nobody knows. I haven't been able to locate it. At least not in the game. Set up for a drive. Last truck. Saving the best for last, they say. Now I am not biased at all. This is my daily driver though, yeah, true. However, I'm just following a list online, so it's not really my fault that, you know, it just happened to be that this was the, well, you know, the last beauty of the, the last truck in the list there. Let's have a look inside. A lot of beautiful buttons right there. Katniss. Gloves, a pillow, a bag. Nice little bed. Very big sunroof. Now, there is a newer truck than this. This has been in the game since 2013. And, I believe there is a 2020 edition that has a very decent digital display. We have the mirrors inside, just like the DAF XG Plus, but here we are, stuck in the past. Let's turn it on. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure where the indicator is for that one. Let's see. Turn on the lights. We have a light indicator up here. Actually, it's behind the steering wheel right here. We're not able to see it right now, but you would be if you move the steering wheel. Now, I always use this indicator over here to see if it's on or not, if I need to. But anyway, there's a bonus in there. Now, why do I like this one so much? There are different reasons, and there's going to be an extended video on that. But here we go. We have the tag lift off the truck, tag lift off the trailer. We got the differential lock right here, which also flicks a button over here. And to the hazard lights there. Also flicks on the button. Beautiful. As for the information over here, we don't have a lot. It's just like all the other trucks, pretty much. There's nothing new and special about this one. This one does have the cruise control in here, but so usually I would have it on this setting when driving, and I say we should do that right now. Drive to the other side, engage cruise control, and let's see what happens. Because that one says CC right there in the middle, and it's not being disturbed by anything. And what might that mean? Indeed, goes right there. You got the retarder indicator going on right there, and I just pressed the brake instead of the speeder. You know, that would never happen in real life, obviously, because we're professionals. And there we go. Alright, so here we have the comparison chart of all the trucks that we've just been through. Now I mentioned that I do drive the Volvo FH16 2012, and as you can see, I didn't choose that one because it has the highest score. There are actually some that go all the way up to 9 and check actually almost all the boxes, just missing one of my criteria boxes at least. So the reason why I actually chose the Volvo FH16 2012 out of all of these, and why not the Scania S or R that has one more box checked? Well, the reason for that is that I didn't really care too much about the tach lift button and the trailer wheel lift button. So as long as I can see the indicator light, that was important to me. And then it was just more important for me to be able to see cruise control all the time rather than having to flick through a few menus before you can see it. Having now gone through all of the trucks, I hope you're still awake and maybe you just skipped through to the trucks that you wanted to see, and maybe you're not even watching this part. But if you are, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you'll leave a like, you'll subscribe, maybe you'll leave a comment if you have something to share with the rest of the class. You can follow me on Twitter, KaliPaiJ, and on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/KaliPaiJ. Bye!